Previously on Genies Incarnated. Landorus went on a mission and found a mysterious mirror. This mirror changed Landorus to something far more sinister. Tornadus-Therian, the true god of competitive Pokémon.
What? Still here? Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul. For my lady's painting.
Just like his brother, Tornadus-Therian, Tornadus-Therian has been a very good Pokémon in the overused tier since its introduction in Generation 5. It's actually banned in Generation 5 to the Ubers tier due to it being the fastest Pokémon in OU, while taking advantage of 100% accurate hurricanes because, of the weather wars and rain being a very good weather. And Hurricane was even a stronger move back then with a 120 base power, while also having Confusion, which was even stronger back then, having a higher chance to confuse the target. And on top of that, it also has the ability Regenerator, boosting its longevity. Tornadus-Therian has been a staple in the overused tier throughout the generations because of the great roll compression it provides. Tornadus has a great speed tier, good bulk, decent offensive stats, an amazing move pool, good typing, and one of the best abilities in the game, Regenerator, which heals up 33% of its max HP when switching out of the battle. Tornadus-T can fill up the role of a ground immunity, defogger, defensive pivot, fast revenge killer, and even a wall breaker in just one team slot, while making progress by knocking off the opposing team's items and avoiding chip damage with the Generator and heavy duty boots. These traits make Tornadus-T a top tier pivot, since it can easily scout by taking a hit and then act accordingly by either using Hurricane, Knockoff, U-turning into a Pokemon that can resist the move, or Defog if it has the matchup advantage. And through all of this, the Tornadus is getting back health, increasing its longevity. This makes Tornadus-Therian an excellent lead, since there are not many Pokemon that have moves that can threaten it with a one-hit KO. So your opponent will be forced to switch in most cases. So let's say you lead Tornadus and the opponent leads Tapu Lele. Tornadus can knock off Tapu Lele's Choice Specs or Choice Scarf, which severely limits Tapu Lele's effectiveness for the team. This is also true for defensive Pokemon. Let's say the opponent leads a Heatran or Tornadus-Therian. Tornadus can threaten them to knock off leftovers, which both of these Pokemon really need for longevity. So in this case they are also forced to switch out, or otherwise they lose their leftovers, which is their only form of healing. So this already gives Tornadus progress on the team or offensive momentum. Tornadus-T is also a very good long-term check to dangerous physical attackers such as Rillaboom and Kartana, and can even check Buzzle in some cases if it gets a predict right, since it can very easily tank hits, threaten them out with Hurricane, and heal off the damage of its Generator, though it has to fear knockoff from both Rillaboom and Kartana. Something that's also worth noting is that in some cases Tornadus-Therian can run Heat Wave to threaten Ferrothorn and hit Corviknight, while having a more accurate move to hit Kartana and Rillaboom. It also can run Superpower to hit Heatran, Blissey, Tyranitar, and even Ferrothorn as well, and catch them by surprise. Tornadus-Therian also has the option to be a very dangerous wall breaker, especially in Pokemon Sword and Shield, where it got access to the move Nasty Plot and Weather Ball. Tornadus' coverage and speed can make it very difficult to switch into a revenge kill, especially on rain teams, since it can use 100% accurate Hurricanes and Weather Ball Water, which is a very dangerous combination. Superpower is also sometimes used on this set to take care of Tyranitar, since it can change the weather and very easily switch into Tornadus. So Superpower is used to get rid of the Tyranitar and win the weather war. The last thing I want to mention is that in rare cases, Tornadus-Therian was an assault vest set, utilizing the moves Hurricane, Knockoff, U-Turn, Heat Wave, or Icy Wind. These were more common in earlier gens and are sometimes featured on heal teams, but have fallen off quite a bit due to heavy duty boots being the premier item to use on Tornadus-T to get the most out of the regenerator ability. To sum it up, Tornadus-Therian has a great speed tier, good bulk, decent offensive stats, an amazing move pool, good typing, and one fantastic ability. This makes Tornadus-T a very versatile Pokemon that can stay around for a while and be a great role capacitor that can fit on a majority of teams. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss future videos like this one. Also let me know in the comments what you think about Tornadus-T, and if you ever wondered why its brother Landorus-T is so good in competitive singles, click the video on the screen right now to learn more all about that. And until then, I'll see you next time.